Hi, I'm Craig Pohl.
And I'm Allison.
Welcome to the Shame of the Land. Please join us as CertainTeed transforms this disaster into our dream home.
We hope you watch along with us as this house gets completely made over with brand new CertainTeed siding, roofing, and decking products. It'll be fun and exciting, and we know CertainTeed can do it.
Jason, nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Yes.
Congratulations on winning the contest.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
So this is it.
This is definitely an old home. It's about 100 years old.
Yeah, yep.
A little more.
It's old.
maybe.
Yes, it shows its age for sure.
Looks like it's definitely in need of renovation. So the
Yeah.
contest probably came right on time.
Right on time indeed.
Well, Craig and Allison, let's take a look around and see what aspects of the house we'd like to keep for the historical look and what things you'd like to see more modernized, and find out the direction you'd like your home to go.
All right, sounds good.
From looking at the house when I pulled up, one of the things I noticed right away is the beautiful wide fascia boards. It's very uncommon nowadays to see that. Lots of new homes are built where they just take a 6-inch fascia board, wrap it in aluminum, and that's how they take and do their fascia. This house has a wide profile look. One of the things we can do is we can use CertainTeed's restoration millwork to duplicate the old wood style of that without the maintenance.
Well, that sounds really good.
It is. This house has the old style of soffit, which was basically just wood that was meant to overhang the house to keep the rain off of the house. But one of the things that we need the soffit to do now is vent, to allow the roof to breathe and give your house a much more comfortable feel and more energy efficiency. I don't know if you had a chance to look at CertainTeed's website, but they have a nice product called InvisiVent.
Yeah, we saw that. That was one of the first things we actually noted, was that there's this style of soffit out there that actually vents without looking like it has the venting option.
The other thing that this house, that the home has that is, I think, is a beautiful feature is the corbels. Lots of times now that these aren't able to be duplicated because it took so much craftsmanship and work, but that's also another product we can duplicate with restoration millwork. So we can keep those corbel looks as well as keep them maintenance free.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
We really like those too. We think that adds so much to the look and feel of the house, its historic value and all that.
About restoration millwork is CertainTeed makes so many different profiles and pieces that go along with it. We can also duplicate the freeze board, which is below the soffit and what the corbel's attached to. We can duplicate the same look that you have here and keep a beautiful architectural look of the home.
Oh wow, that's excellent. Yeah, I was wondering if that could be done. I just really like that. It's called the freeze board, you said.
Exactly.
I really
Okay.
like that
I like
look
that
on the
too.
house.
Yeah, it's one of those things that gets passed over in more modern architecture just because it's easier and faster to get things up. But that's a nice historical feature we can keep with a home.
Excellent.
The other thing is this porch is disproportionate to the size of the house, and also it's a flat roof. One of the problems with flat roofs is they have maintenance over the years, and one of the things I think you guys would like in your home is to have it be maintenance free. Is that correct?
Oh, definitely.
So, yeah, because we can drop down the porch and put a little bit of a slope to it, so we can use shingles on the roof as opposed to a flat roof product, and that'll give it more of a natural look too, of having a porch that kind of wraps around the house and is a transition between the first and second floor and the front of the home for more curb appeal.
Yeah, great.
So have you guys given any thought to how you'd like the front porch to look, because we're going to have to rebuild the roof anyway?
Well, I was thinking, you know how we spoke about restoring the old look of the house, but also wanting to modernize it somewhat?
Mm-hmm.
Some of the areas where I wanted to modernize it were widening the windows just slightly, but also doing something really dramatic with the front porch and using the ever new columns. I think on this house,
Correct.
nice wide, you know, maybe 8-inch columns or something like that would be,
And
I'm
would
not
be
sure
an-
what size they come in, but.
They do come in multiple sizes, and they have different bases and tapered looks. The other thing is because we're rebuilding the porch, we can make the pillars or make the caps and bases be proportionate to the beam space. So it'll give it a natural look, and it won't look out of place as if we're just trying to slide something into something old. You know, on this side, you can see the outline patterns of where the windows were, and you can see that there's still a few of them left, and there's one right up there that is the old original mantle to the window. That's
Oh, right.
one of the things that we can duplicate very easy with the millwork products, and it gives you that look of the way the house used to look,
Yeah.
which I think is a very nice
Yeah,
feature
we
that
definitely like that.
you'll like as much as the corbels that you have now.
Yeah.
The other thing is, if you look, the house is deteriorated on the outside as far as the way the wood is. the wood is in such bad shape, and you can actually see creatures have started to move in and made their nest inside the house. So one of the things we're gonna do is make sure all the creatures move out, and we'll take the house and we'll probably have to put some sort of new sheeting on it, and then we'll wrap that with the CertainTeed from CertainTeed.
Okay.
Gives it a weather-resistant barrier, and from there is where we'll start putting the siding on.
Oh, great.
Well, Craig and Allison, on the back side of the house, I know we talked about having a large exterior living space. Is there any ideas you had towards what you would like for your exterior living space?
Well, I know my wife has some ideas.
Well, ever since we bought this house, I've been dreaming about a very large square-shaped deck coming off the kitchen with a nice size sliding door, and dreaming about all the nice parties we could have out there with the barbecue. And
it's the nice thing because the CertainTeed Avenue decking comes in large lengths, so you're able to do it, and we can limit the seams and those type of things. One of the things that we can do is having an entryway into the deck, because one of the plans is to have this as the kitchen area, I know, in the future. So one of the things we can do is add an exterior exit to the deck to raise it up to where it'll be level with the floor on the inside. So by adding the patio door, which is your in and out from the kitchen, which also helps for the living space to have barbecues and those type of things.
oh yeah, that'd be great.
It's nice to have the deck near the kitchen, because that's usually where you're in and out of when you're hosting friends and family on the back deck.
Right.
Yeah, so we're thinking a sliding door right there, coming right out to the deck. So it's going to let a lot of the south light into the kitchen and dining room area and all that. And so, yeah, this will be the perfect little party place.
But we'll probably have to have the deck raised and have a few steps down to the ground level.
It'll be level with a patio door, and then we'll have the steps off to get off of the deck to go out to the yard from those areas. The other thing is we'll have all the railing from CertainTeed, the Evernew railing around the outside of it, which is another nice feature, because the deck will be raised up above the 30 inches above grade. So we'll have to have railing around it. So it'll be a nice enclosed, safe deck for kids to be on, so they don't have to worry about them falling off the side.
Oh, beautiful.
Very nice.
Some of the other things we talked about, or we need to talk about, is the flashing on the back addition here. This is a very important area to make sure it's flashed. We always want to make sure the house is watertight. Anytime where a roof terminates into the siding, we want to make sure, one, it looks good, and two, it's functional, so it doesn't allow moisture in. And you can see there's some imperfections in the framing that we'll be correcting, just basically because the older homes have structural issues, and we want to make sure that it's structurally sound before we cover up with any CertainTeed products.
Wonderful. So you're saying you might be able to take that little dip out of my roof for me?
We will be able to take that dip out as best as possible. The other thing is the exterior area, making sure it's set up with the siding and flashings and all of the surround pieces on the back side of the house that'll help and make the exterior living space feel like a living space.
Great.
And on this side of the house, one of the issues is they had this enclosed porch that someone had added on over the years. This was probably at one time an open porch. So what we'd like to do is take it back to the original open porch design. One of the things we can do is on each end we can add an Evernew porch post to give it a nice finished look for the openness and to support the roof above it to make sure it's structurally sound.
Excellent. And that's sort of what we had in mind anyway. We wanted to open up the porch and at least have, some kind of covering over the top, but we know that this is in pretty bad shape. I was sort of in the process of taking it out already, so.
Yeah, it's kind of got some rot on it. It's one of those things where whoever built it without the proper lumber on the bottom, so when the cement touched it, it rotted it out over time.
Yeah. Well, I gotta say, Jason, this is so exciting for us. We had so many dreams and plans. We've talked about it over and over. What are we gonna do with this? And then we win this contest from CertainTeed, and it's like everything's just being dished out to us, and to think that we're not just getting some products, but we're getting the best products. And so to see the millwork and to see the siding and to talk about the decking and all of this is just, it's almost overwhelming, but we're so excited.
We're excited to go to work on it and take everything from the full exterior makeover, from the siding to the millwork, all the way down to the exterior living space with the deck. We're very excited to get to work on it and looking forward to working with you guys.
Wonderful.
My name is Jason Hosey. I'm the owner and founder of Turnkey Home Improvement. We've been in business since 2005. We started as an exterior remodeling specialist and we still continue that through today. One of our biggest things is working with customers on design and using some of the nicer products that are on the market. We've been a 5-star contractor for several years. One of the benefits that we've had is it gave us some validity in the home and talking to customers. It shows that we have to have insurance. We have to be VSI compliant, and all of our installers are certified. And it gives the homeowners a nice added comfort that not only are we saying we're certified, but one of our manufacturers we use gives us that credential and certification for the homeowner's benefit. We do everything from the ground up. We don't just do roofing, we don't just do siding. We take pride in being experts at the entire exterior makeover, including from framing on additions to windows to siding to roofing, as well as gutter and any accessory products that go along with an exterior makeover. We're not a type of company that specializes in just siding or just roofing. We're able to take an entire project and do the entire project with high quality under one contracting roof. The first time we heard about the CertainTeed Living Spaces Home Makeover was on Facebook. We actually follow CertainTeed on Facebook, and we're able to keep up with them, and we saw that the contest took place, and we found out that the winner was a local winner to this area from our territory manager. He asked us if we'd like to take part in the program, and we said absolutely.